Hello everyone, it's Marcin, Good Vibes, and in this video we're going to be talking about anxiety. And for many people, anxiety might not be familiar, but they know symptoms like what anxiety actually brings. How anxiety showing up in our everyday life. So if you experience stress, low self-esteem, lack of confidence, lack of energy, physical, mental, emotional, or missing out on so many opportunities, or physical problems like chest pain, stomach pain, problem with throat, you can't express yourself in difficult situations. This is only a couple of symptoms how anxiety actually can manifest in our everyday lives. So let's start from the beginning. What actually anxiety is? It means to be a protective mechanism deeply connected to our genes for survival. So for example, long time ago, it's supposed to give us alarm signal when we are in danger. If something gonna eat us or something like that, long time ago. So it's deeply in our genes. But in the modern society, anxiety become a so huge problem, and I don't really like to say huge problem, but it is actually is called by psychologists as the most common mental illness in our society, which I also don't like this kind of terminology. I just like to say anxiety or whatever problem it is we have is just the indication telling us something is in balance, it's out of balance, and we need to bring it back into balance, into harmony, basically to heal it. So anxiety comes in a cycle, and the first stage of the cycle is the triggers. The triggers usually starts in the mental, in our thoughts. We start be worried about something, or I'm not gonna make it, or I don't want to do it, something will go wrong, and basically telling us the alarming signal, run for your life. That's what normally happens in our head. Then is the second stage of the cycle, which is physical response, flight or fight mode. Then the body starts reacting for the thoughts we have, and as normally what we have is the heart start beating faster, we have a shallow breath, we have a throat problem, dry throat, and we kind of start sweating. We have a stomach problems. So imagine how many people goes to the doctor and getting all sorts of pills for stomach, and but what really happening is the mental stress related issues here. Not every case, but in many cases that's what basically happened. So there is the third stage of the cycle, which is behavior. We start withdrawing from people, we start avoiding situations, and basically we are trying to avoid life and all the pain which is caused in our head, in our mind. And that's what actually is. And the goal here is to break the cycle. First, break the cycle just to stop that feeling, because it's not true. In many cases, like Mark Twain, I think, said, in my life I have many problems, which most of them never appears, never come. So that's what anxiety is. But if you stick with the negative thoughts for too long, the cycles is continuous, going on and on and on. So how to break the vicious cycle of anxiety? So there are many schools, many ways, many techniques of how you can do that. For example, breathing exercise, so slowing down the breath, breathe deeply into your belly, in and out, for a minute or two. Eventually you calm yourself down and stop the feeling of anxiety, let go of everything. Or go for a walk into nature, very great exercise. By the way, it's good to do it anyway, once a week at least. Beautiful exercise, and also you can breathe deeply and let go. You might even notice if you go very stressed into the forest, and after half an hour you just feel different. I'm sure you noticed that before. Or yoga is great for breaking the cycle of anxiety. Or you can do simple relaxation every day. So most of these techniques are very good to break the cycle, and if you do them every day, they will keep you going. They will prevent you from anxiety, from the anxiety attacks. But for the long run, I'll notice many people, the cycles keeps coming back after a while. So I want to focus here about permanently removing anxiety. I know it's very deeply in our genes, but on the other hand, it can be overcome and can be resolved once and forever. Once we go to the root of the problem. I'll tell you a little story. We have a lady She came for a session after 20 years of suffering, of pain, anxiety, very deep depression, after unhappy marriage. She suffered a lot of pain. She was very badly mistreated for a long time by the ex-husband. And so we did a session, and we get to the root of the problem, what caused the anxiety, what caused the suffering. So we found out on the session that she had very bad relationship with the father, and that caused a lot of problems. So that reflect for all her life, for the decisions she made, and for the path she chose, and for the way she feel about herself. That's why basically she chose that kind of partner at the first place, and vice versa. So once we get to the root of the problem, we remove, let go of the past, of the feeling, because that feeling of the bad relationship with father figure, and that's stored in her system like on a hard drive. So from that memory, she was doing all things in her life, creating relationships and all that. I hope you know what I mean by that. But once we remove all the emotions and let go and forgive what happened in the past, then right after the session, we finished the session, she starts smiling. You know, imagine she came with all the problems and suffering on the face, you could see it. And after the session, all the 20 years of suffering is gone. The face is changed. She starts smiling, and I said, wow, this is amazing. So you really let go of this stuff. So I could give you more examples, but I don't want to bore you here. But I hope you get the point here. So you can get to the root of the problem and remove it permanently, so it won't bother you anymore. So imagine how many things in our lives, how many suffering in our body can be let go by simply connect with the emotions and let them go. So base of the fear and anxiety can cause many additional problems. That's why when I said on the beginning of the video that anxiety is just a symptom, and it's just an indication, signal, message to us that something is out of balance, and we need to bring it back in balance, our body, our system, if you look on the body in a holistic way. Just imagine how would that feel to go for the job interview with confidence and get that job you always wanted, or talk to the stranger without any fear, or ask the woman or man you like for a date, or starting the business you always wanted without any hesitation. So we got to start talking about anxiety in a more open way and treat it as something out of balance and something that is treatable and is permanently can be healed. So once we decided to break the vicious cycle of anxiety, and we consciously decided inside, then we're finding the inner strength. Somehow we have the power to move forward, to find the right solution for us, to find the right people showing up. And it is usually much quicker than we expected to heal anxiety. And then we can really see how the anxiety was affecting our lives. So I don't know what's happening with your life now, but if you experience any challenges in your life, please send me a message or leave a comment below. Or if you have any ways of overcome anxiety or how you overcome anxiety, please share it below this video or send me a private message. I'll be happy to help you. I'll be happy to support you, to guide you in this way, in this journey. Please share this video with someone that you might think they might need to hear this kind of content. And thank you for watching. I'm sending you a lot of good vibes and so much love. Thank you. Bye bye.